Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm having some technical issues today. So, third time is a charm, gorgeous ladies. Happy Saturday to you. How on earth are you doing today, gorgeous soul sister of mine? If you are watching this live, then let me know. Just say hey in the comments. And if you're watching this in the replay, then give us a little cheeky hashtag replay. And that way we can get this video spreading. We can work with the Facebook algorithms and get it spreading as far as we can in this community. Because today's video is such an important one. And it's one that I can't believe I haven't done sooner. So we talk a lot in our community about being conscious in your relationships, conscious loving, consciously interacting with your partner. And as I look around beyond our community to the larger relationship world, to other relationship groups and other communities, I see that as a culture, we're doing pretty well at promoting conscious relationships and conscious loving. However, one area that I feel we're not doing quite so well in, and let me know if you've noticed this as well, is the area of dating. So if you are experiencing this now, if you're in a dating phase of your life, if you've been single for a while and you're just getting ready to start meeting people again, or maybe you've been dating for a while now, let me know in the comments. Put your little hand, yeah, put your little hand up. Put an emoji in there so that I know who in the community this is speaking to right now. So something I've noticed is as we look at our attitudes towards dating, and I don't mean in our community, I mean outside of our community, there seems to be a real focus on strategy and how to make a man like you, how to make a man fall for you, or how to make a woman fall for you, how to make a woman like you. There seems to be a lot of focus on playing the game and kind of tricking someone into somehow going on a second date with you and going on a third date. And what I've come to find as someone who has gone through those periods of being single, who has experienced that experience of meeting people for the first time and re-entering the dating pool, is that playing the game and being strategic is not the way to build a fulfilling long-term relationship. So that got me thinking, there has to be another way. And we're going to talk about that in this video today. So I'm just kind of catching up with the comments as we go. And we've got one from Mia, and she says, I've only had one date in my life and I knew nothing about dating and it didn't go well, right? So firstly, thank you so much for sharing, Mia. And it amazes me that we can go into our dating life and even our relationship life not knowing how we're going into this. So we go in and we don't have any kind of internal compass as to what am I doing here and how can I make sure that I am vetting this experience so that I have a clear understanding of whether this is potentially a situation that could lead to a fulfilling long-term relationship, if that is what you're looking for, which I'm guessing you are if you're a member of our community. Right, and Mia is adding some more thoughts here, and I love when you guys get engaged and you're saying that you're taught how to be attractive and how to appeal to other people. So this segues really neatly into what I'm here to tell you today and what I'm here to share with you today, which is a massive mindset shift around the way that we do dating. Okay, so this is going from a place of being really unconscious in our dating patterns and allowing our fears and our longings and our all of our unconscious feelings to lead, and we're shining a light on this thing and we're bringing it into the conscious realm. And I'm going to share with you another way of doing this. Okay, sister. So let me know how this lands with you when I share it, Mia or anyone else who is here today. So what I would love to give to you and to any other woman in this community who is going through a period of dating at the moment is one simple mindset shift. And what this is this is shifting from will they like me? Will they like me? To do they meet my standards? Do they meet my standards? Okay, this is a massive shift in the way that we think. So when we're operating from the thought process of will they like me, do they like me, we start to panic when we say something that is a little bit nerdy or geeky or awkward. We panic when they don't reply to us straight away. We start panicking and wondering, what was it, something I did? Do I need to be doing something differently? What is going on here? So we start kind of focusing all of our attention onto the other person and whether they approve of us, whether they like us, whether they want another date with us, without even asking ourselves if we want another date with them. So, gorgeous soul sisters of mine, it is time for us to take our power back. It is time for us to be selective. And that doesn't mean coming up with a list as long as your arm of things that a person has to meet, and not being open to being surprised. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is being super clear on what your non-negotiables are. So not your preferences. We're not talking about, what your ideal partner would be like, but we're talking about your non-negotiables. So this is usually a list of between 5 and 10 things that you absolutely must have in order to be in a relationship with this person. And if this thing is not present, you are willing to walk away from the situation. So how does this whole dating experience start to change when we get clear on what our non-negotiables actually are? When we have a list of non-negotiables and we're not scared of owning them, we're not scared of asking the person, hey, do you XYZ, right? So, for example, let's say you are doing internet dating, online dating, internet dating. Let's say you are really clear on your non-negotiable needs. You have the option, soul sister, of including your top 3 non-negotiables in your profile. Now, obviously you don't need to use the word non-negotiable. That can feel a little spiky, but you can say things like, I'm looking for someone who wants children or someone who doesn't want children. I'm looking to be in a monogamous relationship or a polyamorous relationship, or whatever your top 3 non-negotiables are. You can start owning them really early on in the dating experience, so that you, even from your profile, even from you initially saying hi or from the first date, off the bat, you're owning who you are, and what you're looking for in your life. Now, will this deter some people? Will some people not like what it is you're looking for? Yes, it will. And that's a really good thing, because my gorgeous lady, if you go through 2 months of dating someone, or 2 months of dating someone and then getting into a relationship and then being 2 years down the line before you realize that you have different non-negotiable needs, that is when things start to get more tricky. Whereas if you are really clear on what it is you need early on in the dating stage, and you own your needs, you are going to be magnetizing what it is that you're looking for in your life. So how does that land with you, soul sister? I would love to hear. And something that got me thinking about this the other day was I came across, I think it was a Facebook post that someone made where they were talking about their dating experience and talking about the experience of being ghosted by someone who was really nice, who they really liked. They really liked the energy of before they were ghosted. And it got me thinking, you know, I've heard so many stories of someone lamenting what could have been, or feeling sad about a dating prospect, let's say, that disappeared and just kind of went offline all of a sudden. And what I want to say to you, sister, is if this ever happens to you, or if this has already happened to you, and you were feeling like you were really getting along, and then this person just vanishes, and then you start thinking, what did I do wrong? What is wrong with me? I want you to flip this again, to say, does that person meet my non-negotiable needs? Do they meet my standards? Because here's the thing. If someone is ghosting you once they've started chatting and talking and initiating that dating process, if they vanish, in my eyes, it's down to two things, one of two things. Either they're not really invested in the dating process. They're maybe just having a little bit of fun, meeting people, talking, and not taking it very seriously, in which case, is that what you're looking for? Do you want to be in a relationship with someone who is not really committed to being in a relationship right now? Or the person is looking for a relationship, but they didn't feel something with you, so they vanished, in which case the person doesn't have the emotional maturity to say goodbye before leaving. So my second question to you, sister, is do you want to be in a relationship with someone who lacks the emotional maturity to say goodbye? So emotional maturity, emotional availability. When someone ghosts us, if we're dating, that is a reflection on them. And that should be, I hope, a major red flag against some of the non-negotiable needs that I know you have. So how does that land for you, gorgeous lady? The experience of shifting your mindset from, do they like me? What did I do wrong? When are they going to reply to me? To thinking about whether they approve of you. Shifting that to thinking, do they meet my non-negotiable needs? Do they meet my standards? Are they the kind of person who I would want to be in a relationship with? Because one of the gorgeous things about dating is that you haven't yet made a commitment, which means that you are free to look, to really observe, to really assess, and to really go inwards, and to really feel into, how do I feel in their presence as well? How is my nervous system feeling in their presence? So those are some thoughts for you to go away with as you are doing your conscious dating experience. I would love to hear what has been your experience with dating. Was it conscious? Was it maybe not quite so conscious? Is this where you're at now? And if you have any follow-up questions with this, you can leave them in the comments, and I would be so happy to answer them in a future video. So thank you, Mia, and thank you everyone who is here today. And if you're watching on the replay, thank you so much for being a part of this community. I'm sending so much love to you, gorgeous ladies, and I will see you again very, very soon. Okay. Mwah.